My name is Christian Basil. Years ago, I had an idea. I got myself a TARDIS. Took it to new places, met a lot of new people, took some great pictures, and talked Doctor Who. From Krypton Radio and the creators of the Hanging With web show, this is the legend of the Traveling Tardis. Join me on my latest adventures and become part of the legend.
And ladies and gentlemen, WHOvians of all ages, boys and girls, welcome to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, our year-end wrap-up of 2021. This is the final episode of the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS for this year, 2021. Unless something miraculous happens, this is it. This is going to be the end run, and then we're going to go into our next episode, which should be premiering. We're still trying to work out the logistics of this. We're going to be doing the Eve of the Daleks, which will be premiering on New Year's Day. We normally do the episodes. What's going on with his hair? I don't understand. We're going to be doing the Eve of the Daleks, the review, and we're going to try to see if we can do it right after the review, the premiere of the episode on BBC America. We'll be bringing you up times when we'll be reviewing that as well. But just be on the lookout. We're going to be doing that. We haven't decided if we're going to do the big run that we've been doing since we did Flux, where we were doing the preliminaries, the actual watch party, and then the review at the end, or if we're simply just going to review the episode, because that 3-hour run killed me. Yeah, we've done there were just 6 episodes of the ones, and you can actually go back to the classic series. Check it out from the very beginning. These episodes are up. You can check out our review as well as a watch party of Doctor Who Flux, starting with the Halloween Apocalypse, followed by the War of the Centaurans, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, I believe we had Dave Chapman from the rathole.ca. We also did Once Upon Time, as well as Village of the Angels, Survivors of the Flux, and then finally the Vanquishers at the very end there. So you can check out all of our episodes, all the classic episodes that we've done on our YouTube channel, youtube.com. As you can see, it's scrolling on the bottom of your screen, the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Like, share, comment, and if you decide you want to support us, super chats are always welcome. But for today, we're just going to be taking it easy. And I'm going to be here with my co-host Melanie Dean in just a few moments. And if you have anything you want to bring up in the chats, by all means, chat away. Chat. Things that have been very important in your lives, especially when it comes to Doctor Who. What did you think about the Flux? We might be discussing that. And I'll try to run a preview of the trailer later on in this episode of Eve of the Daleks there. But first, let me go ahead and bring us all online. And let me get rid of that banner. There we are.
All of us. I came in here running late. And I'm like, he already started? All right, okay, that's cool. And I looked down, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, we're doing something a little bit different nowadays. We tested on the previous episode, and it worked pretty well. So it encourages people to chat up a little bit there, but I'll tell you after the show out there. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. You probably missed this young lady. She has been busy, and she's working on watching the Flux. It's okay. No. You know what's so bad? And I'm not saying this as a mean thing to anybody. I've been asking people, and they still haven't seen the Flux. A lot of my friends have not seen the Flux, or they're like you. They're working on it. There you go. Hey, Dan. How you doing, brother? And hello to Tom there. Yeah, welcome there, folks. Happy New Year's. It's the final countdown. Yes. And I normally would play that song, but I know about the copyright strikes here. So I'm being very careful with YouTube out there. Carl Witzman, hello. Say hello to Donna for me if she's not in the chat there. Get out the ass, said yes. And we're just going to be going over some of the highlights of last year, which we've had plenty. Oh, God, that was an whole... Yeah, I almost forgot. This was a whole episode to itself.
Mark, I still have this box of chalk... Huh?
How much chocolate do you have left out there?
All of it! Practically Basically.
Are you serious? I thought it'd be gone by now.
I'm not
the at the rate you were going when I was watching that episode, it was just like dang.
Chocolate person. So I still have all these amazing goodies that I've just been snacking on little by little that came all the way over from the UK. Thanks to Mark.
You're making me very, very hungry. I just have
to click on these things for you. See? Mark even brought up that, and that's why I started grabbing it.
I know.
It's still all in here. I still have, as I keep leaning over to grab stuff, because there's stuff everywhere. I still have contraband eggs. I have 2 of those deliciousnesses still left. Yeah.
Okay, what is your favorite candy out of everything that Mark gave you? Which one is the one that says, oh, yes, oh, yeah, that's a thing?
Funny enough, I will have to go with what I still have here, because he did send a lot of stuff that was either in packages, in like this 4-pack form, or also just in little... Like I'm trying to grab it. Perfect. These, like the little. See how I still have this, but then
crunchy.
A lot of these little guys. I will have to say the crunchies. I've never had the crunchy before, and these are really, really good. I'm sorry, like my white balance is like crazy off. But yeah, crunchy.
No,
so and I don't really like hard candies, but it's something where the inside reminds me of something that's like. Not dehydrated, but like freeze dried. So you could probably break it apart and you do get that crunch, but then once it gets into your mouth and it hits the saliva, it kind of just evaporates and it just melts.
Go ahead. Sir.
Really digging these. Sorry, but yeah.
No. I wanted to say, how about this? If I were to, how would you compare this to American, the crunchy? What would you consider that, or at least something close to?
I don't think
is just something that it's on its own there.
Yeah, I don't think we have anything that's even possibly like a crunchy. It's its own. Hang on, let's see if we could do this.
Oh, Dan missed you. I'm looking at the chats.
It's really hard.
Jeez.
And now you got echoes. Sorry, but yeah, it's a hard kind of candy. So I mean, it's substantial, but like I said, like if I break it open, go back and watch, you can see it. I found out during Christmas that my mother-in-law had watched. She's like, yeah, I started going through YouTube and I was watching you eat. I watched you eat for an hour and a half all these different types of chocolates. I'm like, yeah, it's my life.
Wait a minute, now I gotta find it. For some reason, I can't find the thumbnail.
And that's funny. Oh, yeah, the joke of my name's Melanie and I'm a chocoholic, and I'm like,
yes. Really? No, not that thumbnail. I'm actually hang on.
Oh, not that thumbnail.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Sorry for hearing all the crunchy.
That's okay.
Things up.
If you want to
back in here.
90 minutes of Mel just going completely chocoholic there. I put the YouTube link. Of course, all the YouTube. Wow. Giant.
They were huge. They were amazing. And then there's these weird, these little candies that taste like yogurt. Mark, what was I can't remember the word he was using. Something that was like it was more sour. It's something that I personally just did not like. So let's see. People are in the chat room right now. Still, yes, sir. I am still. It's the box.
I know,
it's still
right?
in its original box too. It's sad. I still have the Cadbury. Because I was like, this one's like I would save him for last. See, I mean, I really should just open it because he got me 4-packs.
See, Tom, I think if I speak for everybody, that box would have been consumed way before even the holidays were done. I mean,
it says match and win big. I could get VIP tickets and stuff to the Premier League, the Premiership.
Do it. Apply.
Oh my God! If I got that, I'd be like, Mark, we're going. Tottenham's in here. Their new stadium's amazing. Anyway,
there you go.
I could not watch due to spoilers. That I couldn't be on. I was working. Took me a few days to watch the Flux series. Dan says, yes, I miss Melanie. I miss y'all too.
Which episode are you on right now? I'm sorry. Which episode are you on right now?
The one before the Angels.
Okay.
So it's the one before the Angels show up, because they said that was gonna be the next episode.
Gotcha.
So I think I'm like 2 and 3 in, maybe.
I just want to show people, if you see that episode, that's what you're going to see right there. That's what Melanie was going through. There's our friend Mark at the bottom right there. Oh, it didn't share? Oh, because I didn't hit that button. Duh. Hang on.
Bring it in.
It's coming. There we go. Just to give you an example of what took place during that episode.
I ate the chocolate doctors.
Yes. But Mark's on the bottom, and Dave, who is there co-hosting, is on the top down there. You can check out the episode on the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. It is entitled Unboxing UK Sweets, Candy, Biscuits, and Chocolates from Across the Pond.
I ate all those. No, the biscuits are still here. Sorry.
Oh, God.
Because there's so much. He just filled this box with so much. And yeah, like I've been eating like a little bit. I'm going to crack one of these open right now because I'm kind of hungry. I haven't eaten dinner yet. While
you're getting your chocolate on there, I want to let people know. Just here's the screen right now of the YouTube channel. We were trying to hit 2,000, and you know what? There might be a big last minute gust of people and WHOvians coming out there to subscribe. I mean, we got really close, and we're not even done, Melanie, with the first year, and we have accumulated 1,650 subscribers to our YouTube channel.
How? Why, people? I don't understand.
Because they like good content. Especially when it comes to Doctor Who, and we give them the good content because they want to see you eat.
That's the sound of a curly whirly wrap.
And if you've been missing the episodes, you can check out the upload section down there. I want to show everybody. Yeah, you can see right now the year-end wrap up. But for those of you who haven't had a chance, only 168 people have seen the Phantasmagoria Christmas special. It was phenomenal. And also you get to see a Lady Cimarine do not only a dance with some lights in, she went outside and did a fire dance specifically just for our show. So if you want to check it out there, please, by all means, click on that. But after this episode, of course, wait for this episode out here. But they did some wonderful things. They've done some incredible stories and amazing readings. And by God, I can't wait to see what they've got planned next year. Melanie is to be commended for her self-control. Yeah.
He put so much stuff in there. It helps that I'm not all the wine gums, the wine gums, the jelly babies, the licorice, the licorice all sorts. There was other types of fruit kind of stuff. Those were demolished. I talked like a little Italian Pac-Man, just up through the power pallets. I attacked those like crazy. So yeah, but yes, self-control. We'll act like it's self-control.
We'll act like it. Yeah, I think she just put it away and just I'll try that for later. That would have been gone. That would have never made it into November. It would have been gone a lot sooner out there. Also, if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, we've got some new episodes coming up. The Who Knew News will be returning in the new year. Bits of the TARDIS. There'll be a new episode. Dave just brought it back. Dave was doing a tour of the country, literally. He's coming back. We're going to be doing bits of the TARDIS. Simon is always bringing up his new episodes, and I'll be releasing the episode closer to New Year's. He brought up one about COVID. For those of you who are interested in Simon Says chats, and these are exclusive to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, and just to watch and be a subscriber out there. And of course, all 6 episodes of the Doctor Who Flux series, the Vanquishers. My God, a lot of people were watching that as we were doing it live. And for those of you who just want a treat, we have a Thanksgiving foodie special that took place. It was done by Heather Bador. She was actually guest host for that episode, and everybody had brought amazing recipes. You should see the cake that Melanie made. It was just incredible. Her and her husband Kevin were making a cake, and I was just like, "Holy!"
That's right.
Cow.
Stop and think, like, I made a cake. What did I make?
Yeah,
they all blend together.
And this is free, just for you. Just go over there and subscribe to our YouTube channel and help us get to 2K, because the more help, the more we get out here.
Nifty little show topic. So Mark says
Sure.
Easter eggs, they've just been released in this year in the UK for 2022. So they're all ready if we want an Easter box sent over. If you do that, I will send you a Easter egg box from here. So that way we can have an episode of not just my fat ass eating chocolates, but we can also have one of you, somebody with from your perspective of American chocolate. And don't you dare start bashing Hershey's right now. Just wait. You could do that later. But yeah, we could do that. We can do a little Easter egg exchange across the pond.
Speaking of exchange, we're going to go to a quick commercial break, and we have a special birthday today that will be announcing. Unfortunately, she's not part of the WHOniverse. I would love for her to be part of the WHOniverse, but she's turned a ripe 89 as of today. And I'll show you in just a moment because she has her picture with the traveling TARDIS. When we return, please continue to stay logged on, tuned in, and become part of the legend. Here we go.
Jackie Sonnenberg's My Soul to Keep is a ghost story rooted in the realities of actual cults. When 13-year-old Sky Monroe arrives at her new boarding school, all she can think about is death and connecting with the afterlife. Soon she discovers her school's spirituality group, the Guardians of Light, and they have a secret. They can speak with the dead, and the organization is a cult. But this isn't Sky's only problem. The campus house where Sky resides is haunted, and even the ghosts have an agenda. They intend on getting the souls they want. Filled with mystery and intrigue plucked straight from the headlines, author Jackie Sonnenberg's research and attention to detail give this ghost story an even more eerie atmosphere. Find My Soul to Keep on Amazon.com today.
Oh, brilliant! It's hard to believe that in the 56-year history of the greatest sci-fi television show in the English language, there has never been a fan guide to Doctor Who. The official books might give you what they think you need to know, but only a guide written by a true fan will give you what you really want to know. Join WHOvian, the brilliant Mackenzie Flaw, as she takes you on an intensive journey inside the world of the first female Doctor. In the Binge Watcher's Guide to Doctor Who, Season 11. Right, let's get a shift on.
Hey there, this is Meredith Loughran with Ragin, and I wanted to let you know that we encourage and promote independent creators and their projects through organic interaction, consultations, and more. Visit Nita and me at RaginAVC.com for details and contact information. Hit the button.
Legend, the Traveling TARDIS is powered by Ragin, so check out Meredith and all of her team over there, because if you're watching us on the YouTube, the Facebook page, the Twitch channel, Twitter, we're up on there running as well. You thank it, Meredith and everybody over at Ragin. My name's Christian Basil. Welcome to Legend, the Traveling TARDIS, and here's the lovely and chocolaholic Melanie Dean at Pieces of Melee. Melee over on Instagram. Check out her art and
Melee.
stuff like that. Melee.
Not chocolaholic.
And today we're just going to be taking it easy. We're going to be relaxing. I don't know if you saw this, Melanie. Remember that meme that came out from last year?
Yeah.
From 2020? Well, I made some alterations to it, so I hope you enjoy. I made 3 memes of this from 3 different doctors, so check this out. There you go. Oh, let me get rid of the
banner.
The banner down at the bottom there. So you have your choice of Tom Baker, which I think is the best out of the 3.
That was my favorite. I made sure to share that to my Instagram story. I'm like, no, before I go visit.
Before I agree to visit 2022, I want to see some terms and conditions. And I really like this one because she has that little snarky, like, no, I don't agree to this.
Mm-hmm.
And these will be up on the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS later on. And we want to wish everybody a very safe and happy new year as you enter 2022. But yeah, I do want to see terms and conditions. And I did promise you guys a birthday celebration today. She's not part of the WHOniverse, but she is celebrating her 89th birthday. My God, she's incredible. And she's still kicking it out there. She's kind of like, and I don't want to say it, she's kind of Barbara Streisanding it. She's like, this is my last tour. This is my and then the next thing you know, she's back on the convention route. Ladies and gentlemen, happy 89th birthday to Nichelle Nichols of Star Trek. And by other means, other geekdom out there. But I remember this picture. This is not the first picture I took. This is the second picture I took of her. And she remembered the Traveling TARDIS. She goes, oh, I remember taking a picture with this. I'll see if I can find the first picture, but I love this picture right here of her sitting in the captain's chair holding all of time and space. So there you go. Alrighty. And folks, if anything goes today, we're just taking it easy right now. Of course, we're going to have the episode Eve of the Daleks, which we'll be at least reviewing on the day of New Year's Day, right after it premieres on BBC America. And still haven't decided what we're going to be doing. If we're just going to do a review, or if we're going to do the long haul from where we do predictions, then do the watch party, and then after which we do the review of the episode out there. And I'm sorry, Melanie, you probably answered this. Where are you right now in the 6 episodes of? You said the episode before the Angels, right?
2. I think I finished the second one.
Oh, okay. So you're
wait,
here.
I think I finished the third one. No, okay. I saw the War of the Centaurs. I did see that.
So you're up over at Once Upon a Time.
Yeah. Wait. Yes.
You don't know.
Because it's been so sporadic, and the last time I watched it was well before the holiday. I have not seen that one.
I don't want to spoil it for you, but can I tell you something about this episode?
I've heard that it's absolutely amazing, but you can go ahead and spoil it. I'm gonna watch it. I mean, let's face it. But
I'm not going to spoil it. But I think not only is it the best of the 6, I think it's one of her best
I've
episodes.
Heard.
I think it's one of her best episodes, at least in the top 3 for me, as far as Jodie's run as the Doctor. And I think it's a testament to this episode was the only one that was dual written. And I forgot them. Let me find out who wrote it there. If anybody wants to shout it out in the chat.
Well, right now everyone's talking about Candy.
I know everybody's.
I didn't know if you already did that.
Trying to get out of that part without that, but hang on a second.
See, I've had yeah, it's true. I have American whatchamacallit. I have to think of American things to send to Mark. I just got a Jolly Rancher. Oh, I can send you Jolly Ranchers. Oh, you just got Jolly Ranchers. Okay, well,
yeah.
Send me more Smarties.
This was the only episode.
Say those things were amazing. Sorry.
She's pimping out the candy. She
wants
more candy.
I did. I ate the
She's never had Yorkshire chocolates. Have you ever had Yorkshire chocolate?
No, not Yorkshire chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
I did the chocolate. Is it? Can I read the back of it? And would I know? Oh, those are those sherbet things. I do not like sherbet. The many billion ways that Americans can butcher this. Also me. I did not like that, and I didn't like the powders. The where you dip the stick into all that. To me, it just it's like fun. I'm gonna send you, Mark, Fun Dip. Our kind, where it's just flat out sugar. It's a dentist's nightmare, but their CPA's financial dream. So
could you believe that there was like at least 3 people when I was watching this live doing the reviews and everything like that
at 3 a.m. where Mark was
3 a.m.
Mark was up at 3 a.m. watching.
Yeah, so not only that, they're watching me. They're watching my face. They're not. We can't even do the watch along because we can't show it on the screen because YouTube and all that.
Oh, you do half of it, like the very top of it.
I was thinking about that. I will find a way to do that, but I was just like I couldn't even show but everybody was watching my reaction to how everything, and they were up at 3 a.m. going like, "You guys are crazy," but I love you guys just
I miss the UK
the same
too.
there. Anyway, just to drag you back, Village of the Angels is the only one that's dual written. Everything was written by Chris Chibnall with the exception of this one particular episode.
Oh, so it was really good then.
Yes, it was written by Maxine Alderton, and I really think, and I said this in the review, I think she wrote more of this than Chibnall. If you don't know the name, you do know the one episode called the Haunting of Diovidati. She wrote that episode.
Okay.
So if you like that episode, you're definitely going to love this episode. Oh, Carl, you got it. Thanks, Carl. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, Carl was 2 minutes ago, so I'm trying to get in there and try to get you guys up to speed. Sorry. All the comics.
Yeah, all the comics.
I know. I'm trying to get everybody on. So, Dan, I managed to catch each episode a day or so after it aired. See, that's at least you're much better. I need to binge watch them all to make a final assessment of what I like and dislike about the story as a whole. That's what I was kind of planning on for my little kind of Christmas vacation, was to try to do that, but the stars did not align to have me sitting on a couch for that long, unfortunately. Sorry.
I've had people had different reasons. First, they were going to watch it as a binge watch. They were going to watch it from beginning to end. Maxine Alderton. Plus, it feels like a classic Doctor Who episode and had great tension. Yes. I really think it was actually delving back into not only classic Who a bit there, but I was thinking, like, when I say classic Who at this moment, everything that was great from Eccleston to Capaldi's run.
Yeah.
Like those kinds of episodes. It didn't feel soap opera. And I felt like Maxine had more control of the writing.
Mm-hmm.
Because the next episode, I'm not going to say much of anything, but it was like, seriously, this followed it?
Well, based on my reviews of the previous episodes, the previous seasons, all the episodes that the ones that I particularly really loved and really just all in dug were not written by
him.
They were written by somebody else, and they either balanced better. The story was more powerful. I have to kind of go back to make sure that it wasn't a direction thing as well. Mm-hmm. I should be the complete dork and put this on an Excel spreadsheet and just go ahead and just put it all in here. I'll do it in a nice little Google Doc and just send it to everybody. Be like, hey, here's my here's my thesis on the entire run of Doctor Who. But if you go back and you see the other reviews, generally everything that was really high up for me was not written by Chibnall. So to hear that, even though I'm kind of going in blind here, I only saw the first 2-3 episodes. Hearing that the best one it was not written by him. It was written by Maxine Alderton. I can speak really. Not surprised.
And I think the other thing is that Chris Chibnall is a good soap opera writer. I don't think he knows or has a handle on the sci-fi part of it.
Well, when they said that this particular season, I always like the season with the huge quotation marks on it. The season itself is 6 episodes long. It's very mini series rather than episodic television. And Broadchurch, that's Broadchurch. He's now putting it back into what he's good at. And again, I'm talking from the past because I still haven't seen the whole darn thing. But I remember being very thinking beforehand, watching even just the first few that I have seen, thinking very positively, very optimistically that, okay, well, if I'm not liking the ones that he was writing, and now he's going to be going in there and putting it back into his wheelhouse, maybe I'm still going to be more optimistic for the other ones. But what I'm hearing, and I'm trying to stay, I try to stay very spoiler free ish. Yeah. But to me, to hear that the Angels one is the strongest, to me isn't a huge spoiler, especially when I hear, again, he didn't write it. Sorry, Chips.
I'm not.
I gotta hurry up and watch all this before the new year, before we see the possible regeneration. I'm guessing regeneration.
Or whatever's going to happen.
I don't know. I mean, the good and the bad thing with the Jodie's seasons is, or just to say Jodie's run, the 13th Doctor's run, is you can't really compare them too easily structure wise to the other Doctors, because how many Christmas specials did Jodie get? How many, it changed the way it was being produced. It changed how many episodes we were getting. And quite frankly, them starting out and saying, oh, well, it's always been, it was at one frame of the year for a long time. Then they shifted to a different section of the year. And then just when they decided, oh, well, it's always fall. It's always fall. It's always fall. Oh, I want to be spring again. Well, in order to do that, we had to skip a long time to finally get episodes. And then we finally get episodes, then we had COVID. So that COVID did no favors, but everybody was affected by that. But I think it being compiled or being bookended right next to them saying, oh, we're just gonna go on hiatus for a year and then we're gonna have episodes. And then COVID, oh, remember the whole year thing's happening again. And now we're gonna have 6 episodes and we don't know when it's. I got to the point where I'm like, is the Doctor, I started getting into other things.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of other people did too.
I think, yeah. And it's.
And Hunter. Sorry. Because at least Disney could tell me exactly when to be prepared. They knew how to feed me during my meal times, and they told me when my meal times were going to be.
I think as far as marketing, I think Moffat was brilliant to use YouTube to have these little, these smaller episodes, these smaller bite episodes, like, what was it? The ones that they used for the 50th anniversary, like Night of the Doctor, just to have some little, tidbits to get you into the next series and all that. And I understand COVID. I'm not going to push that and everything. But I just, and as I told people, and especially for me that was going for Flux, I felt like I was getting through series 13 as opposed to I'm going to enjoy series 13. So when I rated the first episode, it was pretty high.
Yeah.
But then after I thought about it the next day, I think even the next hour after I was reviewing, I said, I think I'm going to drop my number only because the expectation was so low. But I thought the first episode was just, and you've already seen it, the first episode was a series of movie trailers that were compiled together to make an episode.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, and the way I put it was like, if you're invited to a a Thanksgiving Day dinner, and somebody opens up the table and there comes McDonald's food. And I said, I think we were treated to fast food as opposed to something meaty, as opposed to something, that was filling. We were getting a lot of, oh, look, here's explosions. Oh, look, here's the, space Chewbacca's and all that. And all these things are being thrown out there.
Again,
I know people love the space Chewbacca.
Oh my God. Kavanestra.
I think so. Yeah, I'll look that up for you.
That made me so all in. That made me so excited, that character, the way the actor portrayed that character, the makeup on that character. I mean, it was like, look, we're not going to be afraid of what this is. That is a gigantic dog. It's going to be, how man is his best friend. To me, that's very Doctor Who, and it's kind of cheesy, but it's kind of fun, and it was kind of great. And the character was written really well. It was portrayed really well. Again, a big asterisk on my Carvanestra.
I
love whenever he showed up. I just got excited when I saw him come back. I got excited.
Accent for a space dog.
That's
all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I know. It's just like
I will. That mark my. I'm gonna paint Carvanestra. I love.
No, that's fine.
Those are those characters that I just absolutely adored.
One of the things that kind of that was brought to my attention was that was Dan's Carvanestra. What was Yaz's? Where was Yaz's Carvanestra? That's a good question.
All up against the thing, protecting it.
I know, but
like the stars from the MCU.
I know, but you would think that her Carvanestra. I kind of like man's best friend and Alien. I was just like, that was an interesting take on.
I want my own dog Alien. I think that'd be cool, even though it's really the reverse. I'm its pet, but still. Kind of cool, and I love the fact just Dan and the two of them just hope to never see you again. I hope to never see you again either.
I do like bucking the heads of Dan and the cabin and his Carvanestra, but it was just I've
got chats to go through.
You have a lot of chats to go through. Hit them up.
Yes, we do.
So commercial break in a few moments.
Okay, so we go 5 minutes behind on chats, but that's cool. So Dan says, I described the entire Chibnall run to my wife, who grew up with Classic Who in England, and she let loose with a string of comments. She usually says only during World Cup finals when the refs err.
Okay.
Eek. Mark says, I just don't get that Chibnall did really good on. I just don't get that Chibnall did really good on Torchwood, but he destroyed the 13th Doctor. As Keith says, new year, new Doctor.
New Doctor, yeah.
3 and out, right? Isabel says, yeah, but Torchwood had a story arc, unlike Doctor Who.
I'd rather keep Chibnall over at Torchwood if we had to.
Could we just toss it back over there?
Yeah.
Also bring it back. Jodie, like Capaldi, suffered from bad scripts.
I'm going to say this: yes. if they decide to bring a new blood Doctor Who, which still to this day I felt off-putted when Chibnall said, "I'm not going to use classic. I'm going to get a whole new set of writers. I'm going to get a whole new thing. I'm not going to use classic monsters." And I said, you know what? you already told me you don't know what you're doing, because the good stuff about what RTD did and Moffat did was it was a mixture. And instead, for me, the way that I see Chibnall approaching with his doctor, with Jodie, it's like he's walking up to a treasure trove of good stories, good monsters and stuff that could come into the new series and bring in the CGI and bring in the new high tech and have really good writers and stuff. And he walks over and goes, nope, I'm going to leave this, and walks over to a treasure chest that's just bupkis. And I was just like, oh, God, really? You have all this wonderful stuff that would satisfy classic Who, and then you brought in Krasko and just weird stuff. But yeah, that's
honestly I starred Mark's comment so that way make sure we get to it because it's a good comment. Just to kind of quickly make a comment to yours and then go segue into the commercial. I think that a lot of programs, including Doctor Who, mostly Doctor Who, but anything else that's sci-fi, anything that's got a good fan base to it. But again, because this is a Doctor Who podcast, let's stick to Doctor Who. Needs to take a page out of, and I'll go with two things: the MCU and Star Wars. And that is, don't talk about it. I think the MCU, one of the key features of why it kept doing so well with its movies and whatnot is that they stopped talking about it. At least not right. I'm not talking about Eternals and all that kind of stuff. It's a little, I'm saying the pre-10 is as they started getting into all the different Avengers, they weren't mentioning what they were going to pick and choose. They weren't going to mention which characters they were going to bring, because like Doctor Who, Marvel's got a huge, well, I mean, Marvel's going to be bigger on this, of course, but you've got a wealth of characters. You've got a wealth of universe to pick from. And if you told me at the very beginning, we're going to do the Infinity War, and we're not going to bring up Adam Warlock. We're not going to even have the character. We're going to hint him at some point, but we're never going to mention him. Torches and pitchforks would have gone, what on earth? How are you going to even fathom doing this without that character? But they didn't say anything. So they kept them quiet. And to me, that's what Star Wars is doing really well right now. It's just let them have the buffet. Don't say what's it. Don't just, and I'm being happy.
Did you ever see Mortal Kombat 2?
Can't say that I did.
Okay. And you're probably in good standing having not seen that. I love Mortal Kombat, the original, the one that came out, I believe it was 1997, 1996. The original movie. No. You're thinking Street Fighter. I'm talking about Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah, I am talking
the one where it was to me, I know people weren't appreciative of the movie. I kind of like Christopher Lambert. I'm a big Christopher Lambert fan. When I see him, I want to watch him. And him being Raiden but that's a long story. But regardless of that,
for the Mortal Kombat podcast, please tune in later.
Exactly. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because the first movie was what it was. It was to show, characters from the. I know. Thanks, thanks, Janine. I know it was a horrible movie. The first movie wasn't that bad. It was great. It was what it was meant to be. It was to feel like you were in the video game. It had techno music. It was just have fun. It had all the fatality moves and all the stuff. I love the dogs. But when the Mortal Kombat 2 movie out, the only reason why I said that was not only did it have a horrible script, but they started at the end of the movie, they started name dropping characters that are in the universe. As opposed to showing them or putting them on or bringing them later. Either I think they were trying to hint that these characters are going to be coming out, but they didn't. And of course, the second movie just tanked badly, so it never even happened. But speaking of,
you got commercials to do, buddy.
You got it. Here we go.
Meet the Doctor.
I'm the Doctor.
But not the one you were expecting.
All right, sexy. Time to go home.
Doctor Who Velocity, streaming now.
Author Cindy Koepp is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Koepp at CKOEPP.com today.
The massive audio Doctor Who Bad Wolf Bluetooth TARDIS speaker. That's all I gotta say, one word. Wow. It looks like it just jumped right off the screen. Here it is in all its Bad Wolf glory. Right here is the on-off switch and the up and down volume. Right here's the speaker. The TARDIS stands about 6 inches from the bottom of the TARDIS all the way up to the top where the light is. Look at the detail. Wow.
And Happy New Year for all you folks joining us here. Welcome to Legend of the Traveling Tardis. My name is Christian Basil. And before I agree to visit 2022, I want to see some terms and conditions. And I want to see all of it on print. Welcome. My name is Christian Basil, the host of Legend of the Traveling Tardis. And this is the lovely Melanie Dean eating her weight
chewing
and chocolate.
No.
Oh, wait a minute. What is that? What?
It's chips and guacamole. I had extra from Tijuana Flats.
Oh, okay.
That's my crack. Anytime anybody can have chips and salsa.
Cheese curds.
I'm starving.
Oh, I am too.
I'm like starving.
Just got off of work and then all of a sudden I was scarfing it down. It was like, argh. So, everybody, we are doing our year-end wrap-up. I got something. We'll go back to your chats, and I got a few things to bring up. Give me a second there, Melanie, if you want to read some more of the chats.
Okay. Well, Mark had a question before, and it was if you had to choose one episode per Doctor that fits the Doctor perfect, which episode would it be? Are we talking current season? Because I've almost
if you had to choose one episode per Doctor that fits the Doctor perfect, so it's one episode
per Doctor. Like
one episode per Doctor, like an episode like our favorite, or which one represents the Doctor best? I just want to make sure we're answering your question there, Mark.
I can tell you which ones I hate. That one's so much easier. It's so sad. I can flat out tell you the ones I hate faster than the ones that I love. Which should tell you how who I am as a person. Ooh, that's bad. Add that to the New Year's resolution list.
Hey, there's some episodes that didn't too well, like Fear Her and some other things that are out there. But yeah, totally get it out there.
One
but
episode per Doctor.
If I had to pick, Mark, right now, what bobs into my brain is
for Jodie.
For Jodie, well,
just for Jodie.
I went classic a little bit.
Okay,
so
then go with it.
Inferno for John Pertwee. The Talons of Wang Chiang for Tom Baker. God, if I had to pick Jodie, then I had to pick the Village of the Angels.
And I haven't seen it yet. I've heard that's the best one.
I know, I'm pushing it out.
So yeah.
Booyah!
That one. I don't even know. I would this is a good topic that I'm gonna star for an episode next week when we start doing episodes that are not, because we won't have any more reviews. So This would be a good episode completely. So yeah, keep an eye on the social medias, and we'll get the thumbnail made and we can go ahead and schedule that. So this is actually a really good topic. So I'm stealing that, Mark. Now it's my idea. So
nice.
Hush, man. No, I wouldn't do that. Mark gives me chocolate. He keeps me fat and happy. Christopher Chatfield says, I think the BBC did great to get Series 13 out with COVID and all. I agree with you there. Every series has dud episodes. At least the series had a bit more confidence despite the concerns about the writing. I mean, I was okay with it. Maybe I am too optimistic. I don't know. LOL. You know what? I would probably have to agree with you. If you kind of go back through where I've rated, I don't really do anything underneath the 5. I mean, I'm usually just happy. I try to be optimistic when it comes to watching any type of television program. I try to set the bar low. Even with movies, I try to set it pretty low because I just want to get in there, be entertained. Just entertain me. And most of the movies I kind of see and TV, especially with Doctor Who, would say, look, it's sci-fi. Just make me entertainment happy and go, oh, that was a good episode. That's what I want to be able to say. Mm-hmm. So I think I feel you, Christopher. Maybe you are too optimistic. Maybe I'm too optimistic maybe we're not pessimistic enough, but considering I could tell you all the bad ones real quick, sometimes I think me being happy doesn't necessarily mean it's memorable. So take that for what you feel.
It's kind of hard because something that you will like, I might not like. Something that you like that I may not like. We have differentials. It's kind of hard to say because I actually know people that didn't like episode 4. I was kind of like, how can that be? That was just like it was and then they said why they didn't like their episode. They saw something I didn't. It wasn't to say that I think now it's a bad episode. It's just, there are certain things that people will see from their angle, from their perspective, which is what this whole show is about.
Right
here. Where can I post a question? Right here. You did.
Right here. Just right here. It's me. It's me trying to click through. So I will try to get everybody in there. So just, to answer, to be current over here with I believe, for Mark's original question was fear her.
Thank you, Bad Wolf Movie, and don't forget to subscribe at the YouTube
Village
channel.
Village of the Angels.
There you go. Cybermen. Yes. Okay. I'll give you that.
That's darn good one.
That's I
Mark wants copyrights on this. Okay. Send me over the paperwork. I'll send you over chocolate.
Karen, thank you so much. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit the notification.
Ramona's here.
Ramona. Can I give away somebody who's going to be up on our upcoming episodes, because we've already got the date and time?
I guess
I just want to celebrate. We finally locked it in there, and she's becoming. We've set the time and the date, and we're really excited to have her. We've got a special guest coming up, hopefully in the not so far near future, maybe in a week or two. But you probably may have heard the name, don't know the person, but have you ever heard of Sadie Miller? It was the woman on the far left-hand side. That was kind of no, you're fine, because she is actually the daughter and doing the voice of her mother, Sarah Jane Smith, better than Liz Sladen. And she will be on an upcoming episode of The Legend of the Traveling Tardis. We've already locked it. Yep, thanks, Tom. Yep, Sadie will be on coming up. Fingers crossed. We're just hoping. Just wanted to let you know, and I will be putting out some feelers. Sadie is not going to be doing a live episode. We will be pre-recording this episode per the request of Sadie. But I will be putting a posting out so that if you have questions for Sadie, please, by all means, send them on in here. Don't put them in the chats. I mean, if you want to put them in the chats, that's fine. You
can put them in the chats now, and I'll try to get them out of there.
We'll have an official there. If you miss Liz, you can hear her daughter do her audio voice with Tim Treloar as the third Doctor and John Colsher as the Brigadier. And I've heard some of the stuff. I haven't gotten the audios of it yet, and we're going to be reviewing some of the stuff in the new year. But there you go. She does the voice of Sarah Jane Smith for her.
And
mother,
Tim is amazing. Tim has been on the program
awesome
3 times now, I think. Tim's absolutely fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. If you can meet him. Oh, wait. Let's see. Sadie is amazing. Meet here first. Devil Ends.
Yeah, I think you told me about that there, Mark. Yeah, you met her at Devil's End out there. So amazing there. Everyone does. Bad Wolf. I miss her too. Good God. Everyone does Bad Wolf. I like to think that she's having adventures with the Curator.
I love the Curator.
I do too.
That's why
I'm just going to do a quick commercial break, and we'll come back and we'll wrap up the show. Stand by, please. Hang tight, folks. Here we go.
Chip time.
Chip time.
You have more options than ever before when choosing a film, a television, or internet series, a book to curl up with, or even a radio show or podcast. Get to know the people who are creating for you. The Hangin' With Web Show, hosted by award-winning author and journalist G.W. Pomacher, is the internet's fastest-growing web talk show series. The Hangin' With Web Show features professional, yet casual, in-depth interviews with creative arts and entertainment pros. Meet the people behind a digital revolution in creating more quality content than ever before in the history of media. Find the Hangin' With Web Show on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter, or simply go to www.hanginwithshow.com. That's www.hanginwithshow.com.
And we're back to the Legend of the Traveling Tardis. My name's Christian Basil. That's Melanie Dean. I just want to do this quick. We only got a few minutes left before the end of the show. And you know what? We're not actually bound by anything. So, if we take a few moments after, that's fine. I mean, this is our year-end show. So, Mark sent me 2 pictures.
Okay. I have questions on deck. So when you're ready.
Yeah. I'll do this quick. Mark sent me this picture. I literally got this, Mark, of Sadie. And I was like, She just looks like she just woke up.
Her hair's fabulous. How dare you?
Her hair is fabulous, but it's just like doing its own thing. But yeah, there you go.
And Mark. Sophie.
And Sophie's there. Yep, the whole.
She's been on the show. It's sad as I'm like going. Who's been on the show?
Fraser Hines. Is that John Colshore to the right? Oh, there's Tim on the far right.
Tim's on the very, very, very end.
Right. So that is awesome. That is very cool. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate that. I got that very quick. Everybody's usually people sending me stuff. They say, Christian, put this picture up there. Put this picture up. It's like, I don't have time. But there you go out there. So go ahead and hit us up. Let's get to the chats.
Okay. Bad Wolf Whovian asks, what is your favorite Dalek episode? This is for both of you, by the way.
You want it, Mel?
Ooh, favorite Dalek.
I got it already. It's tough.
Okay, we'll go.
Got 2. And this is really, really tough. Genesis of the Daleks, of course, with the introduction of Davros and that those 2 freaking scenes where Davros and the Fourth Doctor are just geeking out, and they're not even like mortal enemies at that moment.
Yeah,
they're just like geeking out. It's just, as a man of science, Doctor. That's I forgot what the exact dialogue was, but they're just like
pompous-ing each other.
Yeah, they're just like,
sorry.
Yeah,
I mean it's funny, but
yeah. And the scene where they touch these 2 strings, that would be my favorite. But a very, very close second would actually be my other favorite writer, who is Dalek. Rob Shearman from the Ninth Doctor, Genesis of the Daleks for the Fourth Doctor. There you go. So those 2 episodes would be great. A very, very close third would be the Sorcerer's Apprentice. No, the Witch's Familiar, because that scene between Capaldi and Davros, holy cow, that was great. That really harkens back to it. So I got 3. Go ahead, Melanie.
The man was asked which one. He picks 3.
I'm sorry. There's a lot of them out there.
The 2 I had on deck.
Oh,
so I had a backup. He picks. I'm like,
well, go ahead. Maybe you like him for different reasons. Go for it.
Yeah. No, that's fine. Go ahead. No, we're good. You just took both of them. You're like, let me go ahead and just take everything.
I'm sorry. Here. I love it with Capaldi.
It's like going to a buffet and then also all the food's gone and you're like, oh, well, I guess I'm having salad. Like, what the heck, dude?
Sounds like
but no, I was gonna pick Dalek because honestly, I was gonna pick Dalek first, and then I was gonna do Genesis of the Daleks as number 2. So I'll have them in a different on the list there.
That's fine.
Because I thought it was such a great episode for Eccleston's Doctor, in that yes, we only got 1 season of the Ninth Doctor, but that was the one where he could come in and bring more gravity, bring more of the drama to it. Because when he was being tortured, oh my god, and this is the same guy that at the beginning of it was happy and goofy, but just the vitriol that he just channeled, because this is after the Time War. This is because the Daleks, so that he's now he's been self-orphaned via genocide of everybody. So he's bringing all of this rage and hate and all this, and then you have Rose who's trying to balance it out with compassion, and then touching the Dalek, and him wanting to just be free, and feeling pain or all that kind of stuff, and sparing Rose. So I thought it was just a great. It was just it was an amazing written episode that had all these different facets and how they can counterplay off when it comes to emotions to play off each other, and how they can either balance or at least swing the pendulum back and forth a little bit. So yeah, I'm going with Dalek.
And Ramona says, twice upon a time, the Doctor scene with Rusty.
Rusty that was honestly a good character too with the Dalek. It was, I think, when Daleks have feelings and are kind of going past what they were they're genetically predisposed and were crafted to do. Mm-hmm. That was actually really, that's a really good scene. I think when it comes to just, if I'm going with a specific scene, when it comes to Daleks, I'm going to go with the one. Is it Journey's End? That's when Rose goes bye-bye.
Yes.
Basically, I'm just going for the entire the vaudeville slapstick thing of the Daleks and the Cybermen going back and forth of saying, you all identify yourselves. Daleks do not identify themselves.
Oh,
or
no.
Cybermen do not Daleks. So, well, you just identified as a Dalek. That going back and forth. That was my favorite scene. I just my little troll heart was just clapping and being happy.
Oh my God! Why can't I remember that? It's Army of.
Is it Army
the
of the
Dead? No. It's the next episode. Bad Wolf. I can't. Right. Oh God, jeez. If anybody's got it in the chat, go for
Doomsday.
it. Doomsday. Yeah.
It's Doomsday.
God, Doomsday. Thank you, Bad Wolf.
The brain wasn't working, but it's invoked so many, or it's launched so many animated GIFs and memes, and just the two of them sassing one another. You will identify yourself. Daleks do not identify themselves. You've identified as Daleks. I mean, I thought that was hilarious.
No,
and the entire time, it's both Nicholas Briggs just doing all the voices. It's like,
I'll tell you what, Melanie. We're at the hour marker, but no. I'm not going to end the show, but I do. Anybody, Army of Ghosts. Thank you, Ramona. I'm just going to do the closing for our folks on the audio. I don't know how this is going to play on the audio, but just in case, I'm going to go ahead and put the closing in because it's an hour. I know I know sci-fi.radio may not be playing this beyond that, so I'm going to go ahead and end now. But I'm going to go ahead and continue with the after party. So, folks, I'm just going to do a little closing then, but please don't go because we're going to continue talking about this. But for our folks, our friends are on the audio podcast. Thank you for listening out there. Again, if you haven't subscribed, listen to the TLTT on iHeartRadio, sci-fi.radio. You can download the app for free, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, CBS's radio.com. What is that?
This is me waiting to eat a chip because you're going to put
okay,
Spreaker,
yes, wherever you're listening to us and downloading, please do. Thank you for joining us over here. Everybody who's watching, continue to stay on because we're going to continue into our after party. Hang tight. We're just going to put the little moniker in and we're going to continue on. Stand by. Yeah. Now for all of you watching live on the YouTube channel, you're getting your after party now. So where were we?
I got food in my mouth. I thought I chewed that real fast. It didn't.
Welcome to the after broadcast party.
Fill the space with talking, damn it. Let me chew.
I am. No. Everybody has to watch you chew. That's your penance there. Oh gosh, where was I? Okay. Also, yeah, if you please, Melanie, we recently hit a big number on our Facebook page, facebook.com/the Traveling Tardis. The 25 days of Whomas is over right now, but if you want to check out everything in the classic series from the 1st to the 25th of December, we've gotten clips of Doctor Who, new pictures of the Traveling Tardis out there. After party, let's get this.
It says happy holidays.
Oh, gotcha. I got you down there.
I'm
just taking Mark out for just a second there. We're up to 56,000 Facebook followers. Thank you so much, and climbing very fast. So thank you, everybody. we're getting up there.
Yeah, we are. I don't know why.
What do you mean you don't know why? They like good stuff.
Because
our Facebook page. Yeah. And all of you on our Facebook page, if you're watching now, get over to the YouTube. Subscribe down there at the bottom.
Most of everybody is on the YouTube.
I know, but for those who are watching on Facebook, go ahead and give us a little subscribe love down there. Briggs is amazing.
To answer Bad Wolf WHOvian, Briggs is amazing. Yes. I'm not answer, I mean to comment. Yes. And he's been on the show twice. And the second time was even more hilarious because he kept moving the camera for his Dalek. It was just stupid fun.
And he got the title of the show wrong.
I did. But we love it.
I forgive him. I forgive him.
I don't want to go.
No, we're not going, James. We're not going. At least for another half hour. We're not going anywhere. Right. So we are staying here. But if you have any comments,
there's a lot of comments. I'm trying to go back.
Oh yeah, I see them. Okay, never mind. Hey, but if you want to keep chatting, go for it. The Power of the Daleks. Chris for Chatfield, The Power of the Daleks and the Evil of the Daleks for me. Okay. All right. Every time written by David Whitaker. This time, not Terry Nations. The Daleks were schemers, not drones, and the voices terrifying. Okay. Yeah. My remembrance of the Daleks. Love the special weapons. Yeah, I love the special weapons Dalek. That was awesome. Want to see what it does now today, CGI and all. The Daleks are good, but I said one. Sorry.
See, and then that allowed me to have Daleks.
Sorry. You know what? There's a lot of them out there. I'm trying, but
this goes back to
one Genesis of the Daleks.
Perfect Doctor episodes.
Okay, Caves of Man. Yes, well, his swan song. Yeah, of course. That everybody loved that one. I can't. Not that Peter Davison was not one of First of all, he was the doctor that took my doctor away, my first doctor, which was Tom Baker. So it took a lot for me to get used to Peter Davison. And Colin Baker kind of brought it back just a little bit for me, but then he got a little bit weird on me. So, but I always loved Tom. I met Sophie Keith Covington. I met Sophie Aldred years ago at a signing in the middle of nowhere in East Anglia. Is that how I pronounce it? Did I get it right?
Yeah, you did.
Okay,
you pronounced it correct. I'm very shocked. I wish there was other people on the show tonight to actually be like, Dave would be very.
I know. I told when I was doing the reviews, there's 2 episodes I'm by myself completely. Yeah, it's just like, dang, a 3-hour run.
Sundays.
3-hour run. I know. Enjoy. And I was like exhausted. But everybody like Mark and Sophie, I don't see Sophie play tonight, but everybody from the UK are up tonight. I drink.
Drink what? Water?
I drink to you.
What's in that cup, sir?
Mountain Dew Zero.
We're both drinking Mountain Dew. Actually, I have the Mountain Dew melon. The
zero. I love the melon.
Really good. You just have to find it because it's always one of those limited.
I know,
series
right?
Things. Like Pepsi came out with a zero that was mango, and that was amazing.
They have these specialty drinks like Publix and Coke. And because of the stock shortage, it's hard to find. It's like a hit or miss. Even the Mountain Dew Zero is like it just comes out.
Please make me smart. I'd take it.
Krillitane oil.
I would take it. Why are all these students like their brains are like computers? It's in the chips. And then Rose all of a sudden became like really hyper. She's like,
serious.
Square root. She says, she's like,
and she answers the question. Goes, oh my god, like she just figured it out. Yeah,
Rose was the rest of us during that call, so just be able to do maths so quickly and just be like, "Oh my god, something's wrong." It's like, "Oh."
I'd be eating chips and I'd be walking. I'd be being rolled out of classrooms like Violet Polar Colored because just like, oh god, I'm just eating Krillitane oil, but I'm the smartest kid in the class. I have you on both, of course. Thank you,
YouTube
Keith.
And Facebook.
Thank you so much, Keith. James, why?
I think it was his earlier comment of.
I got you. Poor Chip.
No. Google Dalek Storm. Should I? Should I not? Am I scared? I don't know. Am I gonna like?
I'm always jumping into the deep end. Here we go.
Yeah, let his Google search have that.
No. Oh, it's the I'll show it to you. Hang on a second.
Okay. Mark says I'm watching on both Facebook for chat on my mobile phone cell and YouTube on my 55-inch TV. Do I get a gold star? Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do, sir.
If you got both, everybody gets a gold star.
What you're doing is the nights that Christian would not be able to make it, and it was me and Dave, and all of a sudden Christian's like suddenly in the chat constantly, And he would send a photo, and it's him watching from his television. So nope, you're living like Christian here.
Dalek Storm is.
And I'm sorry that I'm on that many inches of television. Sorry, what?
No, you're fine. Dalek Storm is a legendary Dalek created as a powerful weapon on the battlefield. It is unknown how it is created or by whom. Dalek Storm is a Dalek variant based on a unused special weapons Dalek design planned to appear in the unreleased Doctor Who 30th anniversary special Lost in Dark Dimension. Is that the one that was written by Tom Baker?
I don't know. You're the one with Google in front of them.
Oh, shush.
Sorry.
No, you're fine there. Hang on a second.
I'm stuck on looking at one of the photos and thinking, was that Minecraft?
Yeah, there's a Minecraft on the far right. Maybe they used it in Minecraft. You know, it'd be cool if Mort had a card.
He probably does. And I still want to play Doctor Who Worlds Apart.
Yes.
Runs out, and I'm going to defeat everybody with my army of Ood.
Yes, this was, if I'm not mistaken, this was an episode of Doctor Who that was, is this for real? I see a Blu-ray on the far left. It can't be. An episode that was written by
the
Tom
internet.
Baker.
It must be real.
It must be real, yes. Which was called Lost in the Dark Dimension. Now, if I remember the canon, if anybody wants to correct me about this, because I just know this vaguely, it was written by Tom Baker. The thing was, when it was written by Tom Baker, as you can see in this picture, he was going to be like the primary doctor. Like a lot of this was going to revolve around his doctor, and everybody else was kind of like minor character doctors. They were going to show up and be a part of it. And I think the other people, if I'm not mistaken, they didn't want to be a part of it, because it's like, well, we're all the doctors. We should have equal time on the screen, if I'm not mistaken. But this is kind of cool in the picture, that Cyberman right there. I'm not exactly sure.
That's really...
Yeah. That kind of reminds me of the Diodati Cyberman a little bit, but this one looks really like creep.
It's like, it's as if that like people were cast. Like if you took the person that was going to be cybernized and they were just molten lava. Metal was just on top of them, like that they were being in a weird way.
It looks
smelted.
like the what do they call it? The mold was incorrect or something like that, and it just came out that way. So yeah, that was what I'm thinking. And Ramona, I know you probably know better than I do. So if you have any God, let's get to the comments. Yes. I can see they're getting crazy out there. Happy New Year!
I've done them all. I've just have them.
Oh, you done? Okay.
Oh nope. Now everyone's just.
No, I see some more coming in.
Now they're coming. Ooh.
I watched the anime version. I couldn't participate in it. Oh, I'm sorry, Tom.
How dare
it is the edge of reality. It being the edge of reality. Okay. Gotcha.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that's referencing.
Me neither. Just shake your head and just continue.
Don't do that to Ramona.
No, I love Ramona. I'm just gonna
dare you.
Yes. I was asked to do. Oh, okay. Cool, Tom.
I'm going back.
Okay.
Quick, vamp.
I am. Okay, but Facebook.com, the legend of the Traveling Tardis. Sorry, Facebook.com, the Traveling Tardis. Let me edit that because the 25 days of WHOvians is not there anymore. So yeah, we're up to 56,000 Facebook followers, and we appreciate every single one of you who comes up there. They love the pictures. What's the title of Davidson's final episode? He thought that was the best one. The Caves of Androzani. What's the title of Davidson's final episode? He thought that was his best one. Yeah, The Caves of Androzani was the last episode. Oh, there it is.
Sorry, you answered it before, but I didn't throw that. So that's
awesome.
on me. That's on me, good sir. I am so absolutely incredibly sorry about that. Okay.
Go ahead.
I just said okay. That's all.
Oh, okay. It sounded like there was more to it. I'm sorry. It was like, okay, no. I'm ready for something. Well, okay. I'm just gonna make some mention of this, but let me get to Christopher Shad. Shad was the Cyberman in the village of Dilatati, wasn't it? The main Cyberman in the Timeless Children, etc. I didn't remember if you had a name. And maybe you're right. I'm blanking out right now.
I know I'm definitely blanking out. I'm not really. That's the sad thing is even when I'm watching the episodes, I have to make sure I'm writing down names because I'm not somebody that really remembers. I don't remember names. Even like whether it's in live person, which I apologize now. But it's after a few times that I'm going to start remembering. I'll remember names, whether if I meet somebody for the first time, I'll have to kind of keep saying it over and over and over again, and then I'll start connecting the dots. But even like if I'm watching some type of like, there's a lot of times like in Doctor Who where I'm watching something and in my mind I come up with my own character name for that person because I don't know it yet. And as we go along, then then I start connecting name to the face. So I think for the way my brain computes is I have to start remembering like the face recognition first. And then once that happens, then I'll assign a file name to that. And that's how my computer brain works. So yeah.
No, it takes me a while to get some names done. I gotta be honest. And I'm trying to be when I go out there, I try to be good. I try to get people's names, but yeah, that brain doesn't kick in unless I've seen them like 600 or 700 times. Sorry, I should have typed that all in one message. Have you guys played Doctor Who: The Edge of Reality game yet? No.
That's the VR one, isn't it?
Yeah. And
okay, so I played a demo of it when they were, which should tell you right now, this was pre-COVID. This was San Diego Comic-Con that they were over at the BBC America booth. So I have not played it, but I did play. I think it was the Oculus that they were showing off. Or I can't remember which one it was, but I started playing it. I thought it was kind of cool. It was just really the beta kind of tryout kind of thing. But I have not played the full game. I don't have the VR system. So I don't know if they've made it to other. It can if there's a way to play it like just with on a controller, like on a PS5 or just that kind of deal. Not sure. They just released it on Switch. Just curious if you played. No, I have not, and of course they would release it on a Switch because that's the one system I don't have. Actually, there's many things I don't have, but yeah, I'm more of a PlayStation-y person. So hold on. No, it's the regular one on Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch. Okay, well, in that case, I'm gonna.
Oh, okay.
So hello.
Good. Well, I'm just going to run through these real fast, and if you go to Legend of the Traveling Tardis, they're up there posted. The events pages are posted. Of course, Central Florida Comic Con, which will be taking place next month, middle of January, the 15th. Will you be able to be there?
Don't think so.
Okay. This is going to be taking place January 15th and the 16th. Tickets are on sale now, and there's a link. If you go to our Facebook page, in the events page, I'll take you over to them, or you can just go to centralfloridacomicon.com and hear all the celebrities that are going to be out there, including the Legend of the Traveling Tardis, which I haven't gotten word back from Ben Penrod, who runs the convention, but we will be hosting panels. We'll have a booth out there for everybody to come out to see us, but these are some of the guests that will be there. And
the weekend before, I'm going to be at Walt Disney World. So it's marathon weekend. So I'm going to be doing that. So it's a matter of me having it's time off. So, and that's the bad thing is right now we're doing it's doing the same thing as we did last year or this year, technically in 2021. A lot of conventions are being booked on top of one another once again. Hooray. So I think I'm gonna pass on Central Florida Comic Con so that I can be able to do like either MegaCon, try to do Denver again. I would murder to do a convention out in over in the UK. I heard that there's a decent one in Birmingham that's pretty decent. That's pretty big. But yeah, not like MCM or whatever.
Yeah, I would
but
like to be there.
So there's that.
I would love to be there. The following weekend is VillaCon over at the Doubletree Orlando, which will be taking place the 21st through the 23rd, and tickets are on sale. They're only $10. Seriously.
Look at that. Like, scroll up. There's St. Pete Comic Con, and that's January 8th and 9th. Which was St. Pete Comic Con is literally in my backyard.
Yeah.
It's right here. I'm in St. Pete. It's right here. It's the first one. They're bringing it. It's the same weekend as my marathon or my half marathon. So would I rather be doing a comic convention than running 13 miles? The answer is yes. But one of them I paid for, and by golly, I'm going to get through that and eat a turkey leg. And that's not the comic convention. That's just me at the half marathon. So yeah. Which one?
Gotcha.
Do Wizard World in Philly or Memento Con in Pittsburgh? I would love to do one of the Philly one. I have to figure out when that is because we did have a partnership with Wizard World. Wizard World did, or at least doing streams and stuff like that. Hopefully we can start doing some more panels and whatnot with the Wizard World ones. And I say Wizard World with the asterisk, knowing that they're now Fan Expo because they're kind of all blending. They're synergizing for 2022. Yeah. So hopefully that can, if that's in the books, that would be amazing. We would love to go out there. I know personally I would go out there and sell art, but we are still partnering with Fan Expo for right now while they're doing the merger between Wizard World and Fan Expo. You probably haven't seen some of our episodes go over to the Facebook page, which people who were on their Facebook page came over to us over time, but we do have some classic episodes over there, classic videos if you want to check them out on there. We definitely want you to come here to either the Facebook page of the Traveling Tardis or our I want to meet you too. Yeah, I want to meet everybody. I know, right? That's the thing is once we can start doing more conventions, we can start planning meetups. A lot of us are all over the place. So I want to say Wizard World Philly. I don't want to put too many words and I don't want to put words into her mouth, but I think Mackenzie Floor sometimes goes to that one. I'm not sure because she is based more in the Great Lakesy, Ohio-y kind of area. Because there's a lot of people on our show that's not just me and Christian who are more in the state of Florida. We have people all over the place. So like Niche is now in California. So and a lot of people who've been on the show are all over the place, and we all do the Comic-Con circuit. But when it comes to meetups and whatnot, the best ones that you're going to be able to meet us are going to be our MegaCon Orlando is usually like the best one where everybody and our brethren are going from a show standpoint. But we'll try to, tell if we're always open about if there's a con near you, let us know. We can always try to find out if it's something that we can get to, especially if you can find out about it earlier. The earlier the better. Usually the cons want to book guests and panels and stuff at least, I would say, if a year out would be amazing. But usually it's around 6 to 9 months out before the convention. I would say that typically if a convention is already touting that their stuff's going on sale and all that kind of stuff, they've already got their panels kind of selected. Ooh, what's this one? MCM and Showcase are the biggest in the UK. Biggest is in the MCM Londingham. I just combined London and Birmingham. Oh, Londinium. There we go. I just went really old with it. Yeah, backward.
But what's the thing where you can buy a plot of land and become a lord and a lady?
Oh, I've got that.
Oh, you got that?
Yeah, Scotland will sell anything.
Call that Londingham. There you go. That little square plot is Londingham.
The biggest is MCM London and then MCM Birmingham. However, Showcase are smaller, but more of them. And Showcase biggest LFCC. They are most. They have the most. Oh, they have the most special guests. Ooh, LFCC. Well, guess what? I'm gonna have to look at this. Sucks because I'm in Pennsylvania. I'm so sorry, but I mean, we're always trying to do more conventions and spread out. So you never know, especially this year. I mean, last year I was able. I say this year, last year, like with like 2021's already done. I was able to get out to Denver and where else did we go? Dallas. So perhaps more further up can happen. Speaking only for myself, I am a Floridian through and through. So if there's snow about, that's not going to happen for me.
So Denver, did it snow while you were in Denver?
It did not. It was just freezing. Oh, it was only like 40 degrees. So that was terrible. But Dave Chapman, he's usually doing a lot of his in Canada, and he's actually, I think, touring all those states. Well, he goes all over the place, so you never know. He might bring the Legend of the Traveling Tardis up there to Philly.
And I would say you probably have a better chance. Just how about this? Let me know because we have a good chance with Fan Expo, since we have a good relationship with them. So if you think you're going to a particular Fan Expo in your area, just pop me a message, send it through either the Traveling Tardis or you've got my.
Wizard World Philly is going to be it.
Oh, Wizard World Philly.
Oh, because they got banned.
Yeah. Just let me know if you're heading out there. I will try my best. I will try to talk to other people. But we will try. We're trying to get out there, and it's just, do we have the means there? And even though we're kind of, one of the Doctor Who podcasts are getting out there. It's just getting the means out there, and especially now, still we're kind of in COVID world. It might be still a little bit hard to get out there. I know travel restrictions are kind of going.
Trying to fly right now.
Yeah, it's,
and that's because all the flight. I'm saying it in absolutes, but I know generally speaking, a lot of the flights that were canceled were generally, and I'm gonna keep saying generally, like just the crew got COVID, so they couldn't fly.
Right.
So we try to stick to something closer by. For me, I usually will have a artist alley booth so I can sell art. Hence why the that's my Instagram. Come follow me. And then Christian runs all the Traveling Tardis. I can't even point today. There.
Christian, I've gotten used to it. I just remember to point to the microphone if I'm going my left. You're right. Emily, the other way.
But yeah. So for me, it's I've now learned how to fly with all of my arts and crafts. Let's see. Ramona had said, I'm in Connecticut. Would love to visit the Pandora.
You should.
Restaurant. I know. That should be a meetup. Christian.
Tell Shirley we said hi.
That's upstate New York, correct?
I think so. I'm not familiar with it. Gadget, who is our back end girl and website guru, she lives she's in New York. I just don't know. It's kind of like when people say I'm in Orlando. I'm like, what do you consider Orlando at this moment? Because Orlando is East Orlando by the airport. Orlando is Walt Disney World. Orlando is Universal. Orlando is iDrive and SeaWorld. It is huge. So to say like, a particular place like Orlando, it's bigger than what people think. It's not. It's huge. Might meet you at Connecticon. Okay. Where's that at?
It's terrible. Sorry, I'm getting up. Connecticon. I'm gonna guess Connecticut because it's kind of a
Tom. Tom is I'm W as our hashtag guru. There you go, moist.
Always does this.
There's a place here in Virginia. The Bad Wolf. Oh, okay.
Ooh, I know. There is. Oh, I don't know if they still exist, but there was a bar in Brooklyn. I think it was in Brooklyn. But it basically was Doctor Who themed, and if you went into the bathroom looked like it was a TARDIS, and then you opened it up so that it was bigger on the inside. And when you went in, it was signed. It was signed by Karen Gillan, Matt Smith. I want to say Moffat had signed it, but every time someone signed it, they put because they signed the walls, they put plexiglass, over it in the restroom. And they had all types of. It was all very, very geeky.
I was about to say, I hope they protected
it. But it was amazing, and I drank a sonic screwdriver. It was cool.
Nice.
That was the name of the drink. But yeah. Nowadays it's easier to drive to Mars than to get through the Atlantic airport. That is correct, sir.
True.
The one time I flew through Atlanta, I slept on the floor.
We will get Captain Kirk into space before we get through the airport. I want that copy.
And we did.
Hashtag Guru.
Sure, we'll go ahead and do that. And Bad Wolf WHOvians says, "I'll go if you guys do." All right, let's do it. I have to find out. I'm just kidding. I actually met David Tennant at Wizard World Philly. Ooh. Did you do the photo op? Did you do the autograph? If you met him, you might have done the autograph. I don't know. That's one thing. If you've never done a convention and you've never done the photo, just so you know, always want to start making sure that if you do the professional photo, right now, more than anything, there's that pane of glass in between, plexiglass. So make sure you have a pose at the ready. Even if we're back out of COVID and there's no plexiglass, no masks, none of that. We're living, high and free. Even before then, remember, have a pose ready, because if you do the professional photo, if you're not used to it, it's next. You're not really meeting them. Next, get your photo done. Next, and now you got to play a piece of plexi. You better think of an idea.
Do you remember? From MegaCon. I'll try to see if I can find a picture if we have time. Vicky Padilla, who does cookie dough cosplay, to do the walls, to do the separation, she came up with a brilliant idea. She cosplayed as Rose.
Yes,
but was Doomsday Rose, where she brought her own wall and she carried around. She cosplayed Rose crying and everything with the white wall in between the Doctor and her, or the separation between time and space. So she literally carried a wall.
Carried the wall around
and would just have people next to it taking a picture, and that was her protection out there. That was awesome. That was brilliant. I love it.
Christian, we could do it. Christian, we could do it.
We could do it.
It was like that.
Yeah. And she would take a picture of that, and she actually took pictures with Dalek and a Traveling Tardis and some other people out there. Yeah. But it was just hysterical to watch. So.
Also, if you happen to go to MegaCon Orlando, the Dalek builders of Florida are usually there, so that's always a big plus to go visit MegaCon to see them. Most curious place in Celebration in Florida. It looks freaky and something on it. It does. It's very Edward Scissorhands. Not anymore as much, but
I've got to say something. When you go out there at night, especially when you come through the main entrance, the lighting is not that great. So it does look like you've entered the Twilight Zone. It does look a little spooky in Celebration at first. And especially when they go around Halloween. Now, come to think about it, Mark, you're right. It is actually kind of a scary city. Bad lighting. Dan Hollyfield says, I go to 2 small cons near Chattanooga, Tennessee. Ooh. And once I retire, I may add 1 small steampunk con in Atlanta. Wow. We live 90 minutes east of Atlanta. Okay.
Oh, sweet. Right. What would you dress up as? Just your own? Do you have your own original character already, or do you already got your own gear for steampunk? Let me know.
I love this picture of the Flash.
Oh yeah. Okay. Battle of WHOvians says I actually was planning to go to the Pandora back in 2018. Oh, that would have been cool. Well, it was just before with my friend, but I lost her to epilepsy. Oh no, I'm so sorry. And we didn't end up going. Rachel was amazing. Well, I'm so sorry on the loss of your friend Rachel. And go now. Well, again, COVID. But once that, still go.
Yeah.
Go and bring her spirit with you. And enjoy everything that Shirley has to offer at the Pandora. It's such a. I've not personally been there, but it is from what we've seen interior. We've had Shirley on the show, absolutely amazing woman, and just an amazing restaurant. But on top of it all, I know that they do events, so maybe it's one when she has a guest come there. We can all go to the Pandora together and raise a glass to Rachel.
And you paid an arm and a leg for a leg and a meet and greet. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, if you ever do here's another little con tip. Again, there's the con tips all have asterisks on them for COVID. Not hashtags. You're not getting any money from me, Tom. If the person is doing a selfie, selfies are where it's at. You get the most bang for your buck because a lot of actors and whatnot and celebrities and guests will do them for around anywhere between 30 to 40, $50, somewhere in there. Depends on who they are. And depending again who they are, when it comes to the selfies, you will get so many selfies for your dollar. I got John Barrowman's autograph, and then we took a selfie, and he took 8 photos. He took my camera, and we just started making faces and being cute. And then he wanted a photo with me and the painting. And because I'm shorter than his very tall self, he kept just going, come on here, cuddle. And I'm trying to get up there with John. But it was absolutely the most memorable thing. It has the best photos. That's where it's at. But if you can selfie with John Barrowman or Catherine Tate, she's another one that just absolutely amazing people. And again, asterisk COVID-19 on that.
And you might be also surprised because some people who do the selfies, they might have an extra, they may even give you a free print, a free signed print or something like that. Sometimes they usually have those small extras. By the way, I want to show people I'm rocking in the new year. So there we go.
Nah.
There it is.
I didn't show. Ooh, I should have. I don't have time to run and get it. I did get Christopher Eccleston's autograph while at Dallas.
I hate you.
I got it.
I hate you.
In my living room.
Didn't you? It skipped out on MegaCon at the very last minute.
He couldn't fly in.
I know. I'm not upset.
That's one other thing what we've noticed a lot in the world of A, COVID, and B, just how conventions are gobbling up, bigger conventions are kind of gobbling up the small ones and getting bought out so that you're getting all the name. They're being run by the same company. Is if you have a guest at one convention, they have a tendency of going to all of them. So when Eccleston, I've noticed that he was supposed to be at MegaCon, but then again, there was a COVID and all that kind of stuff. But he was kind of almost touring along. It was like the same group of guests were touring along with other Fan Expo ones. So, and if they have a good time, they'll probably the next year follow along. So I know for me, Eccleston had gone to, he was supposed to be at MegaCon, but then that's when, like, when I say MegaCon, I mean like before when everything went crazy. But then he was supposed to come back again. Those issues with his flights getting in and all of the COVID clearances. But then I believe he was at Dallas. And then he was definitely at Denver. So if just another pro tip, if you're going to be doing any type of comic convention and you know that, hey, there's a Fan Expo that comes near me, or, oh, look, David Tennant does Wizard World, or Matt Smith, very notorious for doing Wizard World conventions. He'll tend to be notorious for doing that particular brand.
There you go. But you have to.
No, I don't. Now I have a feeling Mark does. What? John Barrowman's literally almost up for anything. The only things he will not do is kiss. He will not put his lips or your lips on. Nope, he will not. He will flat out just say, "I don't know where you don't know where I've been, and I don't know where you've been."
I told you
but
that interaction.
Handsy, he will get, but he'll go with props and all that kind of fun stuff.
I told you the interaction with the Traveling Tardis, right? I think I told that story.
Oh yeah, with him kind of
But was it not kissing it? But I asked John Barrowman to kiss the TARDIS, and he goes, "What do you want to do with it?" And I said, "Well, I got a couple pictures of you. I don't know." And I said, "What do you want me to do with it?" I said, "Well, kiss it." He goes, "Well, I will only get this close to it because I don't know where it's been." And I said, "Well, to be honest, I don't know where you've been." He goes, "Fair enough." And we took the picture. Speaking of pictures, we are getting to the end of our show. So as I promised, we are going to be showing the trailer to Eve of the Daleks, which will be premiering January 1st. No. And let's take it away. Let me just rewind it back. And here we go.
Happy New Year.
Hiya, Nick.
Here we are again.
Here we are again.
Anyone else got a proper deja vu?
We're stuck in a time loop with killer robots.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Does it? It will kill everything not within its own image. Shoot.
Should old acquaintance be forgot?
Don't forget to click below and subscribe to the official Doctor Who YouTube channel.
What?
And that's it.
What?
It kind of does remind me of that scene when the Fourth Doctor and the Second Romana are stuck in a time loop together. I'm just watching. I love Dan so much. I like John Bishop. Everybody's comparing him to Graham as far as like the bringing back the comedy end of things.
Have people been having any issue with his accent? Because I've only watched a couple.
Heard.
And I remember so many people getting on Capaldi because I don't understand him. I don't know if it was because he's a doctor, and at that point people were there was a lot more people still watching Doctor Who than now. And those were the people who just had no problem just bumping their gums and getting mad at anything because he's a Scouser, and that the scouse that comes out of his mouth can be very difficult, even for British people to understand. And I have not had an issue whatsoever listening to him. I've understanding him perfectly. I love the fact that they're showing more accents. I'm loving the fact that they're not just they're doing more varied accents and more salt of the earth accents. So I'm all for it, but I'm just almost wondering if you're getting that from the US audience at all. And I've not seen and again, I've been trying to stay away from spoilers, so I've not really to really going out there, but I've not heard anybody saying, "Oh God, they got a companion or some actor. Nobody can understand them." Like you heard from Capaldi, which still to me was insane because it was like this thick brogue.
And Ramona's going to kill me for this. The Space Dog had a very strong accent. Everybody was criticizing Dan's Space Dog there. I get that reaction a lot. Yes. And Mark just sent me that.
Ah, Mark. Still sending stuff.
Are those handcuffs?
Those are handcuffs. Oh my lord.
Well, Bad Wolf, if you enjoyed his accent, that's fine. I mean, I'm assuming you were talking about John.
Yeah.
You know what, Peter? I liked his accent, but the problem is I did need subtitles. I really did need the subtitles.
Really?
Or I had to, yeah. Because he's got that low accent sometimes. It's hard to make out certain words. That was the thing. It was kind of the same thing. I don't want to say with Jodie because she just talks really fast. She just goes very fast, and so I'm like, what does she just say? So, when she gets excited, she really talks like miles an hour, and sometimes I had to put the subtitles on. Just like,
were you able to understand when it was Dan Bishop and his parents talking? Because I thought that was hilarious with them like, oh no, you just bump on the back of the head, the pan, and running in there with the pan. I loved that. Absolutely adored that. Yes.
Well, folks, we're coming to the end of the show and the end of the year. And don't forget, January 1st, 2022, we will be reviewing Eve of the Daleks. And we'll let you know when we're going to be starting. If we're going to do a whole 3-hour episode or 2.5, which I was doing after a while, or if we're just going to be doing the review, or, we'll let you know when we review Eve of the Daleks. That definitely we will be bringing that up. And Melanie, well, we still got a few chats coming.
Paul's amazing.
Paul, if you guys got a few pics and autographs, Paul is freaking amazing. No, that's fine. I know we're trying to run through the chats. We want to get to everybody because it's the end of the year, and I held his hand.
Paul fed me cake.
Cold. Yes,
for
he
his
did.
birthday.
I will.
And you brought the cake, which is funny.
I brought the cake and his TARDIS, which he gave away.
I kind of met him, weirdly enough, before we knew who the heck each other were.
I have to impersonate. Yeah, I got the privilege of, thank you, MegaCon, to host Paul McGann's panel. And some friends of mine were helping me host at the time. And we got him, we wanted to make it very Floridian. We knew he had his birthday, so we got him a birthday cake with his own Traveling Tardis, which he gave away with the cake. Yeah. And we gave him something that true Floridians always get when they come here. And we got him a set of Mickey Mouse ears with his name on it. So, and insisted that during the panel he wore them during his question and answer. So yes, and he did a phenomenal, which you could probably find on YouTube, definitely on the Traveling Tardis site. He did a rendition of the Zygon speech.
Yes,
from the Zygon version. Yes, somebody brought it up to him. So I wish they keep that trend going. I'd love to see classic doctors read new doctors and vice versa. See new doctors read classic doctors. Who here has met Peter Capaldi? Yep, we have. Awesome guy. Totally.
Very amazing.
Very amazing. He is a fan of the WHOvians. Thank you. Thank you, Dan.
Thank you. Yes, indeed.
Yes, you too. Please stay safe out there, Dan. Please, everybody, please stay safe. Sounds great. Happy holidays and stay safe. Everyone, yes. Wherever you are in the world, please stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves because we want to see you next year, and we definitely want to see you in person, not just in this little chat room, not on the YouTube channel and the Facebook page, but wherever we go, because I don't have them with me. That's funny, but the Traveling Tardis would love to see you, and we wanted to get your picture to become part of the legend out there. Happy holidays, James.
We'll come up with a meetup. We will.
2022,
y'all. We're all going to meet.
Melanie Dean, any last words before we wrap up the show?
No. I want to eat my chip. Any last words? Is this?
No. Yeah, there we go. It's a chip. No, you bite it. End the show and end this year with that chip bite.
No, go for it. There's still people jumping in here.
I know. I see the chat's going nuts. They don't want us to leave there. We want to keep going until the end of the
we'll keep running the chats after the
Try to
end part.
calculate
All right,
so
everybody,
yeah.
have a very happy holiday.
Happy
have a
holiday.
very safe holiday. Have a very, very, when I say holiday, I mean like your New Year's, going however you celebrate. If you're still celebrating, if you have any birthdays out there, I feel you. My birthday was the 26th. Just letting everybody know that all you people who are celebrating big birthdays right now, happiest of birthdays to you, so that it does not get overshadowed by the holiday season. Happy birthday. And let's have a New Year's let's have 2022 a good year. Let's hope. I also need to see those terms and conditions.
I'm only going to give you a warning. Let's not say 2022 is our year. Let's just walk in real slow. What's that?
2020 also.
2020. Just walk in real carefully, real slowly. Look both ways before we cross the street. But seriously, folks, please stay safe out there. We enjoy your company. We enjoy, and we can't thank you enough out here. We couldn't do this without you. You hear that from every show, but yeah, it's the truth. We can't do this without you. And we appreciate everything that you do. When you subscribe to our YouTube channel, sponsor. I can't even talk right now. What? If you want to sponsor the show or get your items out there, you can email Sage and I, sage@hangingwithshow.com, or myself will get you the rates and everything. Don't forget Doctor Who Worlds Apart, Doctor Who-Worlds-Apart.
We'll play someday.
Play someday. It's getting close. Mort is actually going to get us all the information out there. Special thanks to the Hanging With Show for sponsoring all of our audio platforms. If you're listening to us, you can download this for free.
Listen to them.
And listen to them if you want to catch up with us. And don't forget our Facebook page. And of course, right here on the YouTube channel, please tell people to subscribe. We're probably not going to make that 2,000 limit by the end of this year, but we definitely want to get to our 2,000 count before the end of our first year, which will be taking place on our YouTube channel at the end of January. So we got a little time before the end of January. And of course, please tell your friends to stay logged on, tune in, become part of the legend, because everybody, we want to see you next year. Definitely. Please take care of yourselves. Thank you. And we love you. Oh my God, she did it.
Push the button.
I'm pushing the button now. Here we go.
Hurry up.